Good morning from the hobby house. Hey, this is Crow, and this morning I want to give you an overview of a project I'm doing for our boat, and that is a rod holders. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace this rod holder. I made 4 of these up 4 years ago now, and at the time they worked really great, and they still work great, but really all it was, I had some scrap oak casing, and I took 2 pieces, you can see 2 pieces here, and I just sandwiched them together, took a hole saw, popped some holes in, and cut it on a table saw. Now one issue that I do have with this design was, you can see here, to put in the butt end of the rod in, you have to actually thread it in. And sometimes the rods on the boat are just a little too long, say like a 10-foot Dipsy diver rod. And the new design, I'm gonna make it so it goes in and kind of sits in a saddle. Just so I don't have to thread the rod in, I can just place it in the saddle. So this is what I'm replacing. This morning I'm using, this is 1x4 pine finished. So I have 4 of these ready to go. I'm going to show you the design on Lightburn, the software for the laser, and then we're going to put them in the laser and get to work, because I got to get these done. It's been on my list all winter, and today's the day. So this is Lightburn. So you can see the rod holders, and so for this one instance, you got the butt end at the bottom, and the corresponding one will have the rod tip end at the bottom. So they stagger. They're not the same, they're kind of like opposite. So if I put it over here, you'll see butt end, tip end, butt end, tip end, butt end, tip end, kind of like that. So I made that design, and then for the top, so you can see here, I'm gonna have one on each side, and across the top, we like to run rods across the top of the boat, up in the cuddy, just as extra storage. And I've made a piece of wood with some saddles in it. Basically, that's all we're gonna do on that one. I'm gonna do them one at a time in the laser. So let's get going. Okay, so I'm here at the laser, and we're gonna get started. So again, I'm using 1x4, it's roughly 2 feet long, and the old design is 22 inches long. So, okay, so I'm gonna put this piece in, and I see this piece has a big knot. So I'm gonna put the knot down here at this end. I think we're good to go. We're gonna give her a shot. I've already set up the focal point for the 4-inch lens. Turn the exhaust on. Tell my laser I'm ready to go. I'm going to be starting from the bottom right corner as my origin, and I'm just going to frame this. So there goes the frame right over that knot. So hopefully that knot doesn't screw us up too much. Okay, that works good, so let's let her rip. And it's starting to cut. That fan's going. Oh, here comes that knot. Isn't that weird that it started out right near that knot? Oh yeah, there's some good stuff in there. All the smoke it created. Oh, it went right through it. Oh well. It is what it is. I just want to see how long this is going to take. So this is going to take 7 minutes to cut. Yeah, other than that knot, I think everything's cutting nice. I just noticed my air was down a little bit, so I bumped it up here. Might have to give it a second pass because I didn't have the PSI up. So I'm running 20 PSI right now, but I was only about 8, which is, when you're cutting, you want high air. So we'll see. If things don't fall out, well then I'll give her another pass. You can see on the butt end saddle I have a little hook on there. That's just to keep the butt end from falling out. So I put a little hook in the design. Coming on her last cut. Coming. See if we can meet that. Well, let's see what happens here. Well, I can tell it didn't release. It's going to run again. I'm going to crank the air to 25. One thing I found with the laser cutting and engraving, that most of the errors that happen are because of something I forgot. User errors. It's not the machine errors don't really happen. Every now and then you might get a design error, but majority of my errors are caused by me. So just like that, I forgot to turn the air up. And you need air to clean that cutout, especially right there where that glue is. Oh yeah, that knot, that darn old knot. Yeah, let's just put a new one in. So let's just start popping this one apart. Oh, yeah, see, look at there. Damn it. All because of that knot, but so it broke there. So we're coming up on the end of this cut for the second one. Everything looks nice. I don't see no issues, and I'm gonna bet that that's gonna pop right out. So I think it's just hanging on by a couple little cuts, little tabs, but oh, look at there. If there was an issue, it's right there. Another knot. Well, I'm glad you got to see this. Jeez. There we go. We have our rod holder. Here's our rod holder. And we're going to give it the test here. So this is how the rod would sit on the side of the gunnel in the cutty. So that's going to fit in there. Nice. Just slides in and sits down. And on the other end, it's just going to sit in there. So that's good. The other thing I wanted to show you was, so when this here is part of the old boat, but from gunnel to gunnel, I had this bridge going across the top. And what we would do with some of our extra rods is just keep them up near the ceiling of the cuddy, and this would just, I'd put Velcro straps to keep these from sliding, and it worked for a while, but I know there was some improvement that could be made. So what I'm going to do with this piece is going to replace that piece, and I'm going to put saddles in it, little saddles, so the rod can sit down, and then I might put little Velcro straps, permanently fasten them in there. When it's all done, it's going to sit like that and give me the U shape inside the cuddy, keeping it far outside on the edges and then up. Then we can slide rods across the top. So that's the plan. I got 3 more of these to do since the first one was a fail because of the knot. So I'll come back when everything's done and we'll have a look. Okay, I have the laser set up. I'm going to do the long bridge piece, so it's just 60 inches long, and my bed is only 36 inches deep. So I am using the print and cut method in Lightburn, which I've never used. So this is going to be raw. Here's the piece of the 61 inch piece of wood for the bridge of my rod holder, and my bed is only 36 inches deep. First I'll do the first half, I'll open the door, push the wood through, and do the second half. So like I say, this is new to me, so let's see how it works. Here we go. Okay, well unfortunately my camera stopped and I didn't get a video of that being cut, but here it is, it's all cut out. But what I wanted to show you was there's a registration mark there and a registration mark there. So those are going to be crucial for when we do the print and cut with Lightburn. So I'm going to open the back door, I'll shove this through a bit so I can get those registration marks and get things lined up for the second half of the cut. You can see I got the pass-through door open. I've put the wood through. You can see I got the registration mark accessible for the next print and cut. So now I gotta line up. All right, so here I am in Lightburn. This is my second half of my holder, and you should see my registration marks, one and two up here. So I'm going to line up the laser onto this one right now. I'm going to get it close, and then I'm going to slow my speed down. Looks good. Oh, that looks good. Okay, so I have my red dot lined up on number 1. Laser tools, print and cut. Start the wizard, set number 1. Okay, now I gotta go set number 2. And over. I think that's good there. Okay, no scaling. Put the lid down. Okay, so it looks like it started where I ended. It's gonna be pretty close. Let's have a different look here. Should be coming up on the end here. Oh, right at the edge. A pretty cool view that was. Come on, baby, meet up, meet up. Oh, just a little bit shifted, probably like a millimeter. I'll show you what that without me moving it. Just a little bit there and a little bit there. Not too bad though. I think I'm gonna be, for my first one, happy with it. So let's see. Woo! There she is. Oh, one piece. Beautiful. Well, that was cool. Like I say, that was my first time using print and cut for objects or projects that are longer than the bed, and that worked pretty damn good using the pass-through doors. And then so I only needed one pass. Just, yeah, I'd say that's like a millimeter difference, which was probably just me being off on the alignment crosses, getting the laser set up. Like, that's probably a user error, but I'll be happy with that. So today's project, rod holder on the side of the gunnel, front, back, and then a header across the top. Pretty good. Pretty happy with that. These are the 4. So the next step is I'm going to stain these black, get them installed. I'll give you I'll do a quick little video of me installing them, just so you can see what the finished look was. I hope that's helpful. Hope you enjoyed watching the laser. I have fun with this thing every day. My imagination just goes crazy thinking about what I can make, and then a lot of times I get off topic and trying to find something else to make, and I don't make anything. This week we got the boat out of the barn, so I am ready to install those laser cut fishing rod holders that I made. So you can see here on the boat, I've removed the one. We're going to replace this one, and then I'm probably going to try and reuse that bridge, replace this rod holder and this rod holder, and put the new bridge across. That's what it looks like right now. I'm going to work away at this morning, and I will come back and update you when they are replaced. Okay, everything's installed. So this is what it looks like. I haven't vacuumed yet, but this is what it looks like installed. So we got our bridge here to put rods over the top, and the little bridge at the back to hold up the rod, and I got little rods in there to hold up life jackets. Installation was fairly easy, just two screws on the one here on each, so 8 in total. Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a shot, see how it works. One thing I wanted to show you was when I made the first set of rod holders on the laser, everything looked good, and then I dropped one, and because there wasn't very much meat on the bottom, it broke right in here. So what I did was I made another set easily on the laser because I already had the pattern, and just glued them all together, give it more rigidity, solid, because the one I took out was solid oak and a lot harder wood than pine. This pine, it broke right on the grain. So all of them have been doubled up just to give the strength as what the oak had. Even though the oak was doubled up, I don't even know why I did that. I think it was more aesthetics than strength, but the pine definitely needed strength. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention. Well, there it is, all finished. What I did was put all our lead cores on this side, all our divers, weighted steel, and up top our riggers. So that's what it looks like. I got yet to put in the life jackets that'll hook up on the front bar, but I think it did okay. Gets the rods off the seat. Some sort of organization from 2-color, 3-color, 4-color, 5-color, 7-color, 10-color. On here for the divers, we got braid and we got steel and we got weighted steel. So that's our arsenal. But just wanted to conclude this video showing you the rod holders. If you are a subscriber, thanks for hanging in there with me. And if you're new, please subscribe, like this video. Thanks again. Stay safe.